Many years ago, I was having a seminar in Hawaii, and a man had come every time we had a program in the islands. He always was there. His name was Joe Green, and he was an older gentleman. I'm talking probably 90 years of age. And I said at the time, I think he's the oldest full-time commission salesperson maybe in the world today. Wow. He says, Tom, I came back this time because there's something I think that you're not giving the audience. And of course, you know, my ability to handle rejection, I'm going, what did I not do? And so he says, I want to show you something. And he drew this, as you can also see a picture of it on the screen. And then he did this. Then he did this. And then he did this. And this. And then he did this. And he said, Tom, this is the real secret to success in sales. And of course, I looked at it, and I was alone with him now. So I was a little worried. What the heck is that? And he said, if a salesperson will commit to a formula where he will or she will say, I'm going to see 20 people every day, belly to belly. And I looked at it, I said, oh, he's right. And that's the main thing I want to start with today is if you're going to be successful in selling, you have to commit ways of prospecting. We have to fall in love with a word that most people hate, and that is the word no. And no is so necessary to get the yeses in life. And if you can't handle the rejection, the no's, you'll probably withdraw. You'll probably slow down activity. You'll probably, of course, not have the tremendous income that you are looking forward to earning. So I got a formula for you. Let's just say that you are going to earn $100 for closing a sale. The closed sale brings you $100. We'll just use that as a little formula. Then let's say that for every 5 qualified people that you talk to, you'll close 1 sale. Well, if you look at this formula, if you close 1 sale and earn 100, and you are going to talk to 5 people, we'll have 1 yes and 4 no's. Now the key is to take the 4 rejections, the 4 no's, and divide that into the 100 that you earn. And now what in essence we've done is we've put a dollar value on the word no, so each no equals $25. Now the fun thing about this, if every time someone says no, you're positive about it, and instead of withdrawing or getting down, you just smile and say thanks for the 25. Now, what's fun about this, there will be people in the selling field as your clients that if you follow up and you keep in touch, some of them will give you $200 or $300 in rejection.
What great advice about getting belly to belly. And so when you kind of take these 2 concepts together today, we're talking about responsibility and we're talking about prospecting. You know, how do you combine those 2 to really get the most effective use out of your training, the most effective productivity out of your sales career? It's about being responsible for whatever challenges you face. And the challenges you might face might be a lack of new prospects, right? You may not have all the prospects you want, but as Tom mentioned, it's about getting out there and prospecting your way to a point where you don't have to prospect anymore. You know, you go out there, you get enough business, and you get enough customers, enough clients that you don't have to constantly be out there, you know, recruiting new ones. And so it's really important to understand, but you got to pay those dues.
That's right.
You know, to get to those points, right?
If you'll just remember that GOYA is the real key to selling. And if ever you're in a slump, Goya. If ever you're not doing well, Goya. And if you'll just Goya whenever you're having a slump, you'll work out of any slump. So just get off your anatomy. And if you get off your anatomy, you'll work yourself out of a slump. And it's not easy. Many people get on a down cycle of rejection. They want to just go home, put on a robe, and not talk to anyone. You can't do that. If you've chosen this wonderful profession of selling, you got to make a commitment based on your long-term and short-term income goals, how many people you need to talk to, how many presentations you must do. And if you do that and become a student of this wonderful profession, you'll have unlimited income potential. And that's one thing I've always loved about it. If you work hard, you get paid for it. Never forget this. Selling is the highest paid hard work and the lowest paid easy work in the world.